How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and this is the final game of the day for me, not necessarily for the college basketball world, as the number 9 seed Utah State Aggies coming in with a 29-6 record take on the number 1 seeded Arizona Wildcats, who are 33-2. Both, of course, coming off wins in the first round. Utah State defeating Villanova 86-76, and Arizona all over Long Island 92-58. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully it is a great one. I think it can be. I don't know if it's going to top the finish of the St. John's, Kansas game, but again, I think it can be a really good game. That scoreboard looks really nice. I like that. All right, I thought about going with the blue and the red. Blue, red, but it's all good. But yeah, this game's going to be starting in just a few moments. Both teams can light it up again. Both teams averaging over 80 points a game. Utah State 83, Arizona 86. Both teams with good defenses. Arizona, though, with a big advantage as far as rebounds, averaging 43 rebounds a game. Utah State just at 35. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Arizona, good to see you. I know you're kind of torn with this one. Orville, good to see you. DJ, appreciate you. Yin, as always, thank you again for tuning in. Ricky, good to see you. Let's see who we got here. We got David, thank you for tuning in. Carlos, how's it going? Good to see you once again. Thank you for coming back. Appreciate you, man. And again, we should have a good one. By the way, in the other games right now, Iowa leading Florida 33-31 at the half, and Tennessee leads Virginia 70-68. So those games coming to a conclusion. This game just about to get started. Utah State looks like they are wearing their dark blue. Arizona's going to be in all white. Not a lot of people know close finishes, coronary attack. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that game was crazy. Steelers, yeah. Steeler fan in me kind of was ready for it, but maybe not other people. But all right, we are about to get ready, as it looks like it's going to be Krivos versus Keller at the tip-off, and Krivos wins it for Arizona. We are underway in San Diego. Arizona with it going left to right, Utah State right to left. As here we go. This is Burries. Burries over there to the far side to Bradley. Pump fakes over to Krivos. Krivos inside, looking for a teammate. Krivos kicks it out to Burries for 3, and he buries it. And that is how we get started here. Arizona 3, Utah State nothing. Here is Allen at the logo, going to the far side. Allen looking around and turning around. He's heavy defense, and Burries fouls him. Burries saying he got all ball, but no, that is not what the official says. Mouth-watering bacon. Unbelievable. You guys. Did you eat? Have a Pop-Tart? I did not eat. I don't know. I had a turkey sandwich earlier, and that is all I've had today. We'll see after the game, though. 19-17 and counting. Utah State with the ball. This is Collins. Collins kicks it out here to Keller. Keller hands it off to Elamine. Elamine driving inside in the lane. Fadeaway jumper. That one rolls in as Utah State is on the board. Pardon me. 3-2 is your score. Arizona with the ball in the lead. This is Bradley on the far side going left to right. He's at the logo. And it looks like Krivos sending the pick as he gives it back to Krivos. Krivos hands it off to Barries. Barries at the top of the arc, finding Bradley, who connects on a pass with Korshenkov. Korshenkov inside here to Pete, who lays it in no problem, as Arizona leading 5-2. Game got you stressed, I bet. That is a close one over there. Good luck, Draven, for the rest of the way. As here's Allen and the Aggies making their way up the court. Bounce pass to Collins. Collins almost losing the ball, but able to secure it on the far side. Coming to the near side. Going right to left. Pump fakes. Leaning in. Euro step. Can't get it. And it's rebounded by Korshenkov. Korshenkov to Pete. Pete underneath. He puts it up. Oh, and it's blocked. But he gets it again. Puts it up. And there's a foul. Pete will go to the line for 2 shots. And Pete is a 61% free throw shooter. Not this game. Yeah, Draven's an Iowa fan. Draven is a big Iowa fan, and that one is close. They're at the half. Iowa's leading Florida. Pete averaging about 14 points a game. He had 15 in his opening round matchup as that one falls to make it 6-2. 21 likes. Yeah, again, that's good to just start it off. Again, Pete at the line for his second. And that one is good. 7-2 is your score. 5-point game, 18:06 and counting. Here's Allen. Again, going right to left. Allen at the logo, going to the far side. Guarded there by Pete. And he floats it to Keller, who's at the top of the arc. Hands it off to Elamine. Driving inside, Elamine puts it. Oh, hands it off to Keller. Keller has a hook shot, too strong. Rebounded by Krivas. Krivas now handing it off over to Bradley, as he's looking for a teammate, finding Krivas, who takes the wide open three. That's going to be short, knocked away, rebounded by Arizona. Barry's finding Bradley for three, and that's going to be doinked off the upright rim. Goes out of bounds. Football terminology was just used, and it carried me through the rest of that sentence. Unbelievable. All right, anyway, Utah State's with the ball. They are down by 5. Bulls are doing good. Yes, they are. Hanging in there against Virginia's Allen finding Collins. Collins hands it off to Falslev. Falslev inside, kicks it out. Elamine driving inside in the lane. Pump fake, puts it up, and that's not close as it's taken away by Arizona. Barry's now with it on the far side. Hands it off to Bradley. Bradley at the logo. And he finds Karshenkov. Floats it into Krivas. Krivas looking for a teammate. Inside here to Bradley. Puts it in. Can't quite get it, actually, as it's poked away by Falslev. Falslev, wild pass as it's tipped out of bounds by Arizona as he lands on the announcer's table. Karshenkov putting his body on the line, telling his coach that he's okay. Let's see here. What it do? How's it going, Pringle? Good to see you. Go Zona. Pulling for the Wildcats. The number 1 seeded Wildcats. So far, so good. If you're an Arizona fan. All right, Elamine going to be inbounding here for Utah State as the referee and the coach of Arizona having a discussion. Didn't seem to like something as he floats it over to Allen. He's at the logo. Ref telling him to just leave me alone. Falslev now with it as he's at the logo. Finding Elamine. Elamine on the near side, going right to left. Finding Templin. Templin for three. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Arizona. As here comes Barry's. Braden Barry's coming in the lane. Kicks it out here to Bradley for three. And that's good. 10-2 is your score, folks. Arizona looking pretty good. And that's going to be a timeout, Utah State. As the Wildcats... well, they look pretty good. They look like the number 1 seed Wildcats. 10-2 again is your score. We got a touchdown, a field goal versus a safety in this one. 16:31 left to go in the first. Folks, by the way, it was kind of mentioned earlier. Let me go ahead and take that off, by the way. Let's go ahead and... all right. Only one more perfect bracket remains, so yeah, it's pretty hard to pick a perfect bracket. Just thought I would let you guys know. This is the women's bracket. Actually, I don't know. Let me refresh this. I'm at 95%. The men's, yeah, I took a hit, not immediately, but with the in the long run, I took 94%. Yeah, it's not looking good. I lost a big one there. Iowa 33, Florida 31, Tennessee 70, Virginia 68. There you go. That is what's happening. A tight one. Again, with Tennessee, Virginia. And, of course, again, Iowa leading 33-31. That's pretty crazy to me. Let's see here. Hey, Doc. Oh, yeah, no problem, Bill. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm ready for tomorrow not to do anything, but I actually might record a video. I don't know. I might. I'm thinking about it. Probably will. I probably will. Ruben Chinyelu to no points and a rebound. Wow, that's pretty good. I don't know who that is, to be honest with you, but I'm assuming he's really good. I have yet to cover Florida this year, so I don't know... I don't really know the players yet. I've not covered Arizona. I just know about how they've been, obviously. But yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm really tired, but I'm going to power through here. Just a lot of stuff over the past few days, man. It gets a little tiring. It really does. But that's why we have off days. That's why we don't play every day. But baseball is every day. But that's only one game a day. Sometimes two. Yeah, like I said, we'll see. Probably not going to be doing too much. You know, not too many doubleheaders, but we'll do a few. 1 out of 26 million, exactly. It's almost over. I don't think it's gonna last much longer. It's never been a perfect bracket. Yep. Florida Center, gotcha. Same odds of the Patriots not cheating. Wow. I'm sure Yin will take that. Okay. All right, anyway, Utah State bringing up the court again, going right to left, 16-25 and counting. Falslev with it on the far side as he just jacks up a wide open three from way downtown. Can't get it, but gets the tip in as Collins was there to help out his teammate. 10-4 is your score, 16-13 in this one. On the far side, here is Barry's on the far side. He's looking and just chilling, and he hands it off here to Karchenkov. Karchenkov hands it off here to Barry's. Barry's kicks it out for three. He's going to be short. Rebounded by Arizona. Kicks it out to Bradley. Bradley on the far side. Floats it in the lane. Krivos in the lane. Turning, shooting, and can't get it. And it's tipped away. Tipped away by Utah State. Falslev with it on the far side again. Down 10-4. As he actually, I don't even have a score there. I just realized this. Falslev kicks out to Templin. Templin driving inside. What the? Did I turn off numbers locked? What the heck? Puts it up and can't get it. I messed it up. I'll have to figure it out later. Anyway, Barry's with it. He hands it off to Pete. Pete now back to Bradley. Bradley at the top of the arc. Driving inside. Spinning. Turning. Shooting. And that's going to be a little bit off. Rebounded by Templin. Templin hands it off to Allen. On the far side again, going right to left. I hate numbers lock. It's the stupidest button in the freaking world. Templin hands it off here to Falslev. On the far side. Hands it off to Collins for three. That's good. 10-7. Again, I'd have to fix where that is supposed to be. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Regardless, again, 14-46 and counting. This is Barry's on the far side going left to right. Barry's to Bradley. Bradley back over to Pete's. Pete to the far side. Barry's driving inside. Puts it up. Wow, what a shot. Gets the friendly roll. 12-7. Nifty layup there. Oh, apparently they took away. It was 12-7. It looks like they took away a point. It's 12-6. As Templin floats it over to Falslev. Falslev on the near side as he's driving inside, looking underneath the basket. Kicks it out to Templin. Templin for three. That's going to be off and rebounded by Pete, who throws it over to Barry's on the far side. Going again left to right. Floats it over to Krivos. Krivos in the lane. Underneath. Krivos finding a teammate. Karchenkov going inside. Mid-range jumper. It's going to be in and out. Rebounded by Allen, who's racing down on the near side. Going right to left. Allen in the lane. Puts it up. And he is fouled. And they're calling for a goaltending. But they're not going to do it. Let's see. Too much drama. Where's Aquaman when you need him? I don't know. How many Super Bowls? That's kind of random. 6 Super Bowls, of course. So it looks like we are taking a commercial break. 13:47 left to go in the first half. Arizona 12, Utah State 6. Tiffany, they're probably busy. Tiffany thinks more football. I don't think she likes, I think she mentioned that she's just a football gal. So that is totally cool. I mean, I totally understand. I know Tammy, she's been busy. She's been working. Trisk has been busy in the area. He's been back home, but he's going to go back, I think, to his work very soon. But yeah, I mean, it's again, this is a football channel. Most of the subs, all the subs really have been because of football. Let's see here. What am I going? Let's look back. Refs bailing out Tennessee. Oh, really? 3-4 score. That's a lot of. Again, I'm not really knowledgeable in basketball. I'm just kind of learning. I mean, again, I love basketball. I'm knowledgeable, but I don't know. I'm not like him. He can do it. Football, I can do that, but I probably won't. I think there's also something just kind of focusing on one game brings out the best. Because, again, I actually at the end of that game, I was out viewing him because I was focused on one game. People were interested in the one game. So again, he will overall win. He's the bigger channel and all that, but yeah, no, focusing on one game is where my strengths are at. I'm going to play to my strengths. Let's see. All right, that is 1 in 30 years. Orville's just yapping. A lot of people just yap nowadays. It's nice. Again, you get the freedom of speech. It's pretty cool about the United States, but obviously not everything that comes out of people's mouths are really worthwhile. But we allow it here. Again, Orville's great, but again, just yapping here. Anyway, Tennessee up 72 to 71 over Virginia. Make it 73-71 as they tack on a free throw. Again, Iowa 33, Florida 31 in that one. Again, that's at the half. So again, a number 1 seed down. That's interesting. And I do not have Florida in the Final Four. So if they were to get knocked out, I'm okay with that because I don't have them going too far. Yep. Yeah. Just make to do the one game. Yeah. I'm good with the one game. I think that's, again, this isn't my expertise, man. I'm just this is for fun to keep the channel going during the off season. I legit view this as off season. However, honestly, I find myself working even harder because doing a lot more work to put up good product when you don't really know much about it. I mean, I don't have to write anything down with football. I got to do a bunch of research. I did a bunch of research for every single game. And yeah, I don't have to do that for football because I know everything. I know a lot of stuff with the NFL. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles as Allen at the line misses the first. Allen is a 62% free throw shooter. This guy. There is the second. That one is going to roll in. It is good. 12-7 is your score, folks. Or it's 12-8. Okay, they put the 7 back earlier. That's what I was saying. I thought it was 7, but they took it away. All right, it's 12-8 apparently. As Bradley with it at the logo, going left to right. As Bradley on the near side, driving it, kicks it in, looking. Puts it up and can't get it, but gets his own rebound. Puts it up again, and he is found. We got a new player in here. This is Toby Owaka. Owaka going to be at the line. He's a 65% free throw shooter. Yappity yap yap, Chiefs yap yap yap. This guy, unbelievable. Don't cheat yourself, dog. You're a meatloaf sandwich in a hamburger restaurant. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if I view meatloaf like you do, I guess. But I appreciate it, though, David. Thank you very much. 13-28 here in the first as he makes the second. 13-8. 13-28 left to go. As here is Allen here again going right to left. Allen with it on the far side again, just trying to find a teammate. He's at the logo now on the near side. Allen just spinning around, just kind of going back and forth, going up and down, up and down. Bounce pass here to, this is Clark. Clark back to Allen. Bounce pass to King. King driving inside, puts it up, gets the basket through the contact too. I'm surprised there's no foul. Regardless, it's a 3-point game. 13 minutes left to go in the first. Bradley with it as he's making his way up. Again, King, heavy defense as he passes to Karshenkov. Karshenkov over here to Owaka. Back over to Bradley on the near side. Kicks it over to Karshenkov. Underneath, he's going to the rim. Hands it off, and Owaka has it. Puts it up, and is fouled. And it looks like, again, another couple of shots as he's a 65% free throw shooter. All right, let's see if it's centered. I don't think it is. That kind of is. Does that look better or not? Let's see. I don't know if there was anything that really moved there, but we're just going to go with it. Let's see here. Surprise, Utah State is holding. Utah State is holding. Yeah. No, I mean, I think Utah State can do well here as he misses the first. Yap, 33. That's probably like 33. Thank you very much, Orville, for tracking. 12:39 left to go again. Owaka, just a 65%er, as Krivas going to check out for a little bit. As there is the second. That one is good. 14-10 football score. 12:35 and counting. As this is Perryman. Perryman looking, finding Clark. Clark back to Perryman. Thought about the three. Driving inside. Turning. Kicks it out to King. King with a jab step. Now back over to Clark. Clark back to King. King to Templin. Driving inside. 7 left to shoot. Kicks it out here to Perryman. Wide open three. That's going to be an air ball as it goes out of bounds off a Utah State player, as it'll be with Arizona. Utah State has dumped a ton of money in NIL for football, and people expect them to be serious for a while. Nice. Well, that's good for Utah State, as here comes Arizona. Again, up by 4 with the ball, as Barry's actually is not on the court. My bad. As Pete now with it. Pete over here to Del Rosso. Del Rosso back over to Pete. Pete for 2. That's going to be off the backboard. Gets it 16-10. 11:44 and counting. Perryman bringing it up the court. Again, going right to left. Floats it over to Clark. Clark hands it off to King. King making his way inside. Hands it off to Clark. Going up and gets the friendly roll as it's 16-12. 11:24 and counting. Here's De La Rosso. De La Rosso back over to Pete. Pete looking around. Back over to De La Rosso. Back over to Bradley, who finds Owaka. Owaka to De La Rosso for 3. That's good. 19-12. Back to a touchdown game. Again, 11:03 and counting, as here's Perryman for Utah State. Just chilling at the logo again, going right to left. Templin sending the pick as Perryman looking, kicks it back out to Templin. Templin driving inside. Pump fakes, puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll, as it's going to be rebounded by Owaka, who finds Bradley racing down. Floats it up to Pete underneath. Kicks it out here to Korshenkov, and he is too strong. Rebounded by Clark. Clark now to Perryman. Perryman racing down, going right to left. Driving inside. Now going to bounce pass inside to King. King puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll, but they're going to call a late foul, as it's going to stay with Utah State. Foul on Pete's. And I believe we're going to a commercial break. 10:27 and counting. Not in counting. Oh, my gosh. 10:27 as we're going to commercial break. Again, 19-12. All right. Do you watch WWE? Used to. Not really anymore. I just don't find it as good. I mean, I kind of keep up with it, with like who's doing what. But, yeah, for the most part, not really. Tennessee's looking like they're going to win. No way. All right, let's check out the score. Tennessee 77, Virginia 71. Another early exit for the Cavaliers. Just made it a 5-point game, but probably not going to happen. Iowa, by the way, leading 36-35 with 18-12 left to go in that one. So, how's it going, Snowman? Appreciate you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Multimedia. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Let's see here. Game Tennessee. Yeah, probably. Yep. Orville, come on. Come on. You were talking mess about the Steelers, and I just said you're just yapping. Unbelievable. All right. Well, again, I appreciate it. Football Nation is like, all right, well, I totally understand. Totally understand if you got to head out. I know he's probably doing, I know UConn was starting soon, so I'm assuming that's what it was. UConn, UCLA. Yeah, he usually does his pregame. Yep. I appreciate you, DJ, for tuning in. Let's see here again. Texas Tech, Alabama. I don't know what's going on. I know JJ is going to be doing the game, the Alabama game. But I know Sinbin's going to be doing a hockey game. I just don't know who to redirect to after. We'll see who's on. I don't know. Virginia's out. Yep. And that one is another Sweet 16 team that is gone. So my bracket is falling apart. But, of course, I still have the champion. But, yeah, I am cooked. My bracket is very much broken. Doc, Chiefs, Kingdom, yeah. Yeah, I miss the days of beating up on the Chiefs, but unfortunately the Chiefs beat up on the Steelers. That is just the way it goes. Yep. Folks, by the way, again, Snowman, he does, again, he covers sports as well. He's a play-by-play guy. Also does a talk show. So make sure to check out Snowman Multimedia for more of your sports needs, folks. Again, make sure to do that. As Bootlicker saying, let's go Arizona. With Virginia out, there's no DC area teams left in the tourney. They are donezo. They are donezo. That is a huge loss. Kind of an upset there. As that's not good for the ACC. The ACC running out of teams. I don't know if they even have anybody left. Duke, well, Duke, obviously. Duke, St. John's, Michigan State, Nebraska, Iowa State. So is it just Duke? Wow. ACC getting wrecked. That's not good. Talk to me about the Big Arch. Isn't it just like putting 2 quarter-pounders? Okay, so it's actually, there's a little bit more. They have a different sauce. Sauce isn't as good as the Big Mac sauce. And there's also like a little crunch as well, and it like fried onions, I think, but they're like really small. But yeah, I've had it. The first time I had it, good. Second time, not as good. So I don't know. I think, yeah, a little disappointing. All right, rebounded here, or inbounding here is Utah State. Templin kicks it out to King. King over here to, this is Perryman. As Perryman loses the ball, but now it's on the ground. No one has it now. It's back with Utah State. Pardon me, Utah State with a 10-12 and counting here in the first. Perryman at the logo as he's looking around. Kicks it out to Keller. Keller pump fakes. He just jacks up a 3. Why not? That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by King. King with nice effort. Finding Collins. Collins on the edge of the perimeter as he's going inside and can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded by Pete. Pete finding Bradley as they go left to right. Again, 9:47 as he's driving inside and it's blocked. Blocked by Utah State. What defense? That was very impressive of Collins at the logo. Bounce pass here to Perryman, who takes his spot. As he's driving inside, Perryman loses the ball, saves it before going out of bounds, finding King across court, driving inside, going to slow it down. 13 left to shoot. King trying to say, get away from me, as he's driving in the lane, hands it off to Keller, and he gets the bucket. 19-14, folks. 5-point game. All right, 9-10 and counting for Arizona. This is Karshenkov. Karshenkov on the perimeter, floats it inside. What a catch by Owaka. Puts it up and can't get it. Rebound by Utah State. Can't believe there's no foul as Templin driving in, kicks it out to Collins. Driving in himself, kicks it out to King. He floats it over to Perryman on the near side. Again, going left to right. Perryman in the lane. Hop step, puts it up, gets the bucket. It's a 3-point game, folks. 19-16. 8:40 left to go in the first. Bradley with it again, going left to right. Utah with 10 points in the paint, only 4 for Arizona. All of it has been away from the bucket. Karshenkov going to the paint, though, and he is fouled. Will they give him the buckets? They will not. How much does it cost? Here in Texas, for the meal was like $11. It's kind of pricey. Kind of pricey. You don't do McDonald's? Honestly, it's not a bad decision. I was just stating a yapping. I guess so. Chiefs did win the AFC West. No, they were very dominant. Yeah, no, again, I acknowledge that. I don't want them to win anymore. Here is Barry's beyond the arc as he's driving inside. Barry's hands it off for 3. It's good. 22-16. I believe that was a new player checking into the game. That was Aristode. Aristode there for Arizona. Again, Arizona's got a deep bench, and they use them. Keller with it on the far side. It's 6-point game. Keller hands it off to Collins. Collins for 3. That was tipped. It's going to be recovered by Arizona. Arizona now racing down. Barry's looking, finding Bradley. Puts it up, and he was fouled. And will go to the line for a couple. Bradley, pretty good at the line. One of the few 80% free throw shooters in today's contest. But we will find out about that after commercial break. 22-16, 7:50 left to go in the first. All right, Iowa up by 7 on Florida. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I guarantee you everyone's going to the Iowa-Florida streams for sure. 44-37, Iowa with the lead. 15:47 left to go. Unbelievable. Iowa's come out strong, outscoring Florida 11-6 in the second half. Close game it is, Carlos. Appreciate you for tuning back in. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got a good one, but again, Arizona might pull away. We'll see if that is indeed reality. Come on, Florida score. Yeah, I know. It's wild over there. It's very interesting. Suffered through many barren years. Yeah, I know. You went through Brody Croyle, Tyler Thigpen, right? I think he was a starter. Trying to think. You guys have like Brock Heward in the 2000s, I think, as well. I can't remember, but yeah, it was rough. It was rough being a Chiefs fan. Then you got Alex Smith and Andy Reid. Then it kind of was looking up. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes. Let's see. I do remember the Chiefs losing every play. Yeah, I know. I remember we beat up on the Chiefs, really, in the 2010s with Alex Smith. It's like, all right, yeah, we know we're going to win. But obviously, once they made the switch to Mahomes, it has been over for the Steelers and the dominance of the Chiefs. Like all fast food places. Chick-fil-A is really good. I just don't have a Chick-fil-A near me. Nearest one is an hour away. Again, McDonald's is in the other town. It's like 20 minutes away, so I have to drive. The only thing we have here is a Sonic, a Subway, and then we have a local restaurant that everyone swears is good, but it is the most overrated stuff. And, of course, the mayor of the town owns it, so he blocks every other business that tries to come here. It's stupid. I mean, these people are brainwashed. You can talk trash, and there's a local Facebook page. You can talk trash about anything else in town. But you dare criticize that restaurant, and then you're called a bunch of names. Then you're banned from that. So I hate it. I hate it. I genuinely do. And honestly, kind of want to use my influence one day, if I have any, to like just stand up for those that dare criticize that restaurant that will remain nameless. Anyway, yes, the Vols won. The Volunteers over the Cavaliers. Unbelievable there. That's a huge, not a huge upset, but it's an upset, 79-72. Iowa, by the way, 51-39 over Florida. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is crazy. Got the number 10 pick, this guy. Yeah, Florida's not good. Just love CeeLo. Yeah, no, CeeLo's covering that game. Appreciate you for tuning in, David. Yeah, I stopped in to see how he was doing. He was doing well. A lot of views. Again, that was a tight game. All right, we are back, though. Bradley at the line again, an 80%er when at the free throw stripe. There is the first. That one is good. It's a touchdown game, 23-16. Florida is in trouble. They are, Pringle. They are. All right, Bradley again with the second. Looks like he's taking his time rubbing the ball and everything. There's the second. That one is good. I guess he knows what he's doing. 24-16. Allen with it again, going right to left on the near side, finding Elamine. Elamine hands it off to Falslev on the far side, driving in, looking, turning, kicks it out to King, driving in the lane, pump fakes, fade away, and he gets it, but they're going to call it travel. King can't believe it. He's like, I just did all that for what? Pardon me. Reed became available. Yep. I think the Javon Belcher. Yes, I remember that. That was crazy stuff. I remember. I couldn't believe it. That was like one of the first things I remember, like serious incidents, like off the field. I remember about the NFL. Arizona with it here. This is Pete. Pete handing it off to Bradley. Bradley at the low. Again, an 8-point game as Bradley looking around. Kicks it out to Pete. Pete, what hands? Driving inside, puts it up, can't get it, but is fouled, and he will go to the line for a couple. And he is a 61% free throw shooter. By the way, folks, we're at 7:17 left to go in the first. Arizona, they were up by a little, but they seem to be pulling away just a tad. We'll see again if Utah State has it in them to make it a close game. Pete with the first. That one is good. Florida will be fine. Probably. Florida, yeah, Florida, yep, sorry. Tomlin went into the locker room, and it happens. Utah's in trouble. They are. It's called March Madness for a reason. It is, as there is the second. That one is good. 26-16. Allen with it, crossing the logo. Just chilling. Trying to find a teammate. Finds one in Elamine. Elamine hands it off to Keller. Keller back to Allen. Allen pump fakes. Kicks it back to Elamine. Back over to Collins now as he's driving inside. Now fading back beyond the arc. Now driving inside again. Spinning. Shooting. Blocked. Oh, what a block. Stuffed. Arizona with it. Bradley is going to slow it down. What a block there by Krivas as he kicks it back to Krivas. Looking for a teammate. Back over to Bradley in the near corner as he drives inside. Open jumper is going to be short and rebounded by Elamine. He'll take it himself. Floats it over to Collins. On the far side, back to Elamine. Inside to Keller. Keller can't quite make the catch. Out of bounds. Arizona ball. 6:31 to go in the first. Let's see. Tomlin is... yes, he is. But it's just a joke. It's a joke here about Tomlin. Florida in trouble, but yeah. No, for sure. Quite a bit lagged, but I would never say a word. I guess I'm not following their Vegas. Not following. I might be. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we are back here again. 6:23 and counting. Arizona with the ball and the lead up by 10 as Bradley in the lane. Pump fakes. Puts it up, and that's going to be short. Rebound by Krivas. Krivas puts it up and can't get it, but he was fouled. And we'll go to the line, and he is surprisingly a 78% free throw shooter. Really good for a big guy. Like, that is very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Thanks for coverage. Don't Get True TV. Appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you for giving me a chance to call the game. Hopefully, I can do it well. I can kind of describe the action as it happens before my very eyes. Appreciate you, man. DJ went over to Football Nation, most likely. As Krivas, again, at the line releases. That's going to be too strong. So maybe not a 78. No, I wrote down 78. That's what he is. Airball time zone. Just kidding. Yeah, this guy. Now, Arizona, again, they're pretty good. But we'll see. Again, Utah State. I picked it because I believe Utah State could indeed hang with Arizona. Right now, they look a little intimidated. Krivas with the second. That one rolls in. 27-16. I have covered Utah State before plenty of times. Not too shabby. Falslev with it at the logo. Floats it over to Allen on the near side. Allen driving in. Looking. Kicks it out to Collins. Pump fakes. Driving in. Kicks it out to Allen again. Now kicks it out to Collins for three. That's going to be too short and rebounded by Pete. Pete to Bradley. They're moving fast at the logo. Now he's going to slow it down. Floating it over to Pete. Pete with it at the top of the arc. Finding Del Rosso as he makes his way in. Oh, and it's poked out of bounds. Going to stay with Arizona. 40 likes today. That's pretty good. Yep. No, again, for non-football streams, 50 is really the ideal. But if we get any more, that's awesome. Wonder if USU will be better. It's better than BYU. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to think so, but they weren't ranked that way. Here is Bradley. Bradley to Krivas. Krivas in the lane, leaning, floating. It's going to be too strong. Knocked out of bounds by Utah State. Elamine looking up like, come on. What are you calling there? But unfortunately, Arizona, for his sake, has the ball. Again, 27-16 is your score. By the way, folks, Iowa leading 53-44 over Florida, 12:38 to go. That seems to be the game right now. That is pretty crazy. 5:33 left in the first. Been a while since we had a commercial TV timeout, so I imagine we'll have it in about a minute or so of gameplay. So referees saying, all right, we're good. We didn't go to commercial. As he hands it off to Bradley. Bradley trying to find a teammate. Trying to find one. And it's going to go off the legs. Actually, there's a foul. Foul there on Utah State. Falslev with 22 points against Villanova. Tonight, 0. 0 points. The score, Utah State. Oh, Mountain West down this year. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. It's basketball. You don't have to be better than one. That is true. So it looks like they're at the bonus as Pete will be at the line. 61%er. Pete's releases and can't get it. Rebounded by that is Collins. I knew that. Collins floated over to Falslev, back over to Collins. Collins on the near side finding Templin. His pass off of Allen's face and it goes out of bounds. Allen was not ready. His face wasn't either. 11-point game again. Arizona with the lead and about to have the ball. All right, here is Bradley. Bradley floating over to De La Rosa. De La Rosa at the logo. Just chilling. Now finding Karshenkov. Karshenkov driving inside. Loses the ball. And it's going to be ripped away by Utah State. Here is Collins on the near side going right to left. 5 minutes and counting. As Collins looking, driving in, turning around, kicks it out to Templin for 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by De La Rosa, who finds Bradley crossing half court. On the near side, trying to find a teammate, finds one and beats. As he's driving in the lane, lays it up, and can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded though by Krivas, and now they didn't call it jump ball. Bradley now with it, jacks it up and can't get it, as it's going to be saved by Utah State. 4:30 and counting. Allen with it on the near side, going right to left. Again, they're down by 11. They need something as Allen jacks up a 3. That is short. And it's going to be saved by Utah State. What a play. Throwing it off of Karshenkov. Going out of bounds. 4:21 left to go in the first. And believe it or not, they're not going to TV timeout. That's no problem. But I'm shocked. I like the way you announced. Appreciate you, Justin. Thank you very much. I try. USU and the SLC. I thought they were in the Mountain West. But I would not know. His face made it over. Yeah. All right, again, 11-point game, 4:21 left to go in the first. As he floats it over to Falslev, way back in their own territory. As now he'll make his way up. Again, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. 4:15 left to go in the first. As Allen driving inside, puts it up, gets the basket. Desperately needed there. 9-point game. 4:05 and counting. Here is De La Rosa for Arizona. Floats it into Krivas. Underneath at the block. Looking around in the lane. Turning, shooting. Going to be an air ball. And it's last touched by Utah State. As it's going to be Arizona ball, but there will be a timeout. With 3:54 on the clock. 27-18 Arizona with the lead. All right, again, Iowa leading 55-47 over Florida. That is the big one. Potential upset alert. A lot of brackets would be broken. Don't have to be better than... that's true. I mean, the better team doesn't always win. You have to play better to win, kind of. I don't know. Sometimes you don't even have to do that. Sometimes you just get lucky. Hire Mike Tomlin. Yeah, okay, Tomlin will probably get another... I don't know how that's going to go. This game is slipping away, kind of. Tomlin's an SEC coach at heart, maybe. Just like Matt Nagy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Mike Tomlin, he could... Again, I do agree. He would do well in college. He would. A lot of players would just go to the team to play for him, for sure. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. I know he's probably going to take the year off. I mean, there's really no job openings, so I mean, he's kind of forced to at this point. All right, again, folks, appreciate you guys for tuning in. How your brackets doing? I'm kind of interested in that. I'm surviving for the moment. Again, I had a devastating loss to my bracket just a few moments ago. Kansas out. And yes, I did have them. I know. Bold prediction. Crazy prediction. They did go to the final of my bracket. Don't have them winning it, but again, I'm going to lose a lot of points on the way there. Really wish I wouldn't have done that, but oh well, it happens. It happens. It's the way it goes. But yeah, let me know. Women's bracket doing pretty well. I mean, that's pretty much all chalk. I just went chalk all the way. I'm not even going to lie. And then whenever it was like ones and ones there at the end, I just picked whatever I think was most, I don't know, just whatever. That was what I did there. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Again, this is what I do. I've been doing this all week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Did 4 games on Friday. Probably not doing that again. But 3 games on Thursday, 3 games on Saturday. And, of course, this is my 3rd and final game of the day. So I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out in this one. Again, if you're a football fan, that is really where the channel is at its best. We got a lot of people in the chat always. So where I got all my subscribers from. As, again, we're entering year 2 here in the offseason. But, yeah, again, if you love the NFL, you're a fan of whatever team in the NFL, I promise I'll cover you at least once, as I did it last year. And, again, I do cover every Steeler game, but, you know, again, they don't play all windows. I cover 3 games every Sunday. Steelers don't take them all. You're a Hog fan. Go Razorbacks. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Justin. Yeah, that was a close game. Can you say Del Orso, not Del Rosso? I don't know. It just makes it fun. Del Orso. I'll try. I'm sure I can be an easy fix. I can try to work on that. Appreciate you, David. I will work on it. Arizona going to be inbounding underneath their own basket again. They're up by 9 as he floats it there to Krivas. Krivas there to Del Orso. Del Orso chilling at the far side. Floats it up to, oh, it's going to be intercepted. And now there's going to be a foul. Foul there, I believe. I don't know, actually. Let me check. That was going to be on Owaka. A foul on Owaka. Or is it Owaka? Yeah, you'll probably let me know. But again, 3:45 left to go. Utah State, again, just not shooting well. Not taking advantage of possessions. Again, Arizona not looking that great themselves, but they have a 9-point lead. It's Falslev with it as he's driving in, looking. Kicks it out to Allen, who is chilling at the perimeter. Allen going to the far side. 13 left to shoot. Driving inside. In the lane. Underneath the basket. Pump fakes. Looking for a teammate. And it's knocked out of bounds with 7 seconds left to shoot. NFL team played Pittsburgh play one or twice. Beat them every year. Oh, I don't know. 2 Ravens, 2 Browns, 2 Bengals games at least, for sure. Yeah, those are guaranteed. Play the winner of this game. Yes, you do. All right, Utah State inbound again. Only 6 seconds. Here's Collins. Floater's going to be too strong. Rebounded by, well, I don't know. It's loose. And it's going to be recovered by Collins. He'll have a free possession as it resets. 25 seconds and counting. 3:10 left to go in the first half. Allen driving inside, spinning, kicks it out to Elamine, who drives himself inside. Now hands it off to Falslev, driving himself inside. Turning, floater's going to be good. Rolling around 27-20, a football score. A touchdown game. 2:52 and counting. Here is Bradley. Bradley to Owaka. Back over to Del Orso. Del Orso to Karshenkov. Driving inside. Puts it up. Blocked by Elamine as it goes out of bounds. What a play defensively by Elamine. Just a tall, lanky guy. I mean, that is a weapon. Man, that was just smacked out of bounds with authority. Again, a 7-point game. Arizona with the ball. 16 left on the shot clock. 2:39 left to go in the first as the referees are talking to the Utah bench like, hey, don't do whatever you just did. I actually don't know what they just did, but it is the way. It is what it is. Arizona needs to put them away or it might come back to haunt them. Yep, Razorback is a dangerous team. They are. Both of them are. Purdue as well. Floats it into Peets. Beyond the arc. Driving inside. Spinning. Looking. Kicks it out there to Del Orso, who's chilling at the arc, and now he's driving inside. Fade away is going to be too strong. Poked away and saved by Collins for Utah State. Here's Allen. He's going to chill at the logo. 2:20 left to go in the first. Allen waiting orders from the coach. Slowing it down. 18 left to shoot. Allen on the near side again. Floats it over to Falslev. Falslev at the logo. And he pulls up a 3. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Karshenkov, who will float it now to Bradley. Bradley driving in, kicks it back out to Karshenkov, back over to Pete. Pete in the lane, and he is going to be fouled. It was not a shooting foul. Pete will go to the line, I believe, for a 1-and-1. Oh, okay, I see what happened there. The Utah State assistant coach was on the floor for no reason, and the Utah State head coach came on to rip him to the seat. Gave him an earful. But yeah, Pete's going to be at the line, 61%er. As Pete's releases, that one is good, so he'll get another. 28-20. Again, 1:56 left to go. Pretty good. Iowa, by the way, again, they're up by 6. Iowa 57, Florida 51. 9:06 left to go in that one. As Pete releases. That one no good. Last touch by Utah State as he couldn't quite save it. Well, I mean, I guess he didn't want to die for it. There were cheerleaders there. Yes, he was being a gentleman, but he just cost his team a possession. Will it come back to haunt him? I'm telling you, he didn't want to die there because there were cheerleaders. I'm telling you, he just thought about the well-being of others. I mean, it's very nice, but it may have cost him a couple of points, as here is Arizona. Del Orso driving in floater here to Karshenkov. Karshenkov kicks it out to Bradley for 3. That's out, but no, Karshenkov gets the rebound and puts it in. It does indeed lead to points, 30-20. Allen at the logo, 134 and counting. Bounce pass over here to Collins. And this is Falslev. Falslev with it. Inside here to, I forgot his name already, Clark. And Clark gets the buckets. 30-22. All right, here we go. This is Del Orso. He's at the logo. 20 seconds left to shoot. 1:11 left to go in the half as Del Orso going to the rim. Kicks it out here to Karshenkov, who drives in himself. Looking, leaning, puts it up, and it's blocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Arizona. Another block. Really impressive defense by the Aggies. But unfortunately for them, their offense has been as impressive, but in the opposite way. Looks like the commentator is saying that Utah State should be really happy to be in the situation. They should be. But they just need to get something going as he inbounds it to Pete. Pete underneath puts it up, gets the basket. Back to a 10-point game, 32-22. 54 seconds and counting as Allen makes his way up right to left. 47 seconds, 20 left to shoot, finding Templin. Templin over to Allen on the far side. Gives it to Collins for 3. That is too strong, rebounded by Pete. Pete now to Bradley down the far side. Looks like they will slow it down. A lot of chanting. I'm not too sure if it's Utah State or Arizona. But Bradley with it at the logo. And he has fouled. That was something that really, well, I guess it's going to be a 1-and-1. Or maybe not. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Again, if they're not the line, then. All right, so he will be. All right, Bradley's going to be an 80% free throw shooter. Only 5 points tonight. 1 for 9 from the field. Just not good. He has struggled mightily as there is the first. That one is good. 33-22. Yeah, again, it's been a rough day for both these offenses. Obviously, more so for the Aggies. But if you're Arizona, you got to be a little bit disappointed. 33-22, Bradley getting a second. Again, Bradley takes his time at the line. He rubs the ball and does it all. Bradley with this second. That one is going to be short. Rebounded by Utah State. And they will have the last shot as he finds Allen on the far side. 16 left to shoot. Allen going to chill. 12 seconds. Allen going to the far side, and he is fouled. Not a bad foul. That's only their 5th. Del Orso picking up, I believe that's his. Is that his first? Yeah, that's his first foul. All right, Allen going to be inbounding here for the Aggies, trying to find a teammate. Finds one in Clark. Clark bounce pass inside of Collins. Gives it back to Clark, who lays it in. No problem. 33-24. 3 seconds left. It's tipped out of bounds with 1 second left. Good defense there again by Utah State. Yeah, that was interesting. Again, not really Good defense by the Wildcats as they inbound and he just jacks it up. Almost makes it, but not quite. And that is how this first half will win. 33-24. How's it going, Sharon? Appreciate you tuning in, as you were pretty happy about your Arizona Wildcats. And you should be. They are up by 9. Again, they are the favorite, so that's always good. By the way, Iowa and Florida have just tied it up. So Florida, again, has come back. They were down by 11 at one point, 58-58 to a 7:40 to go in that one. That has got to be super stressful for Iowa fans. Oh, man. And, of course, this is the only other game happening. UCLA and UConn, that one's starting in about 5 minutes. And also Texas Tech, Alabama. They also will start in less than an hour. All right, we'll go over the stats, and then, of course, it just turns into a Q&A until we resume this one. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. Again, if you like the NFL, this is a great channel for you, as that is our specialty here. I don't know why I keep saying our and we. It's really just me. But anyway, yeah, that's what I do. I call games. Of course, obviously, we're in the off-season, calling as much as we can with March Madness, and, of course, we'll do a lot of MLB. LME with 2 points here for Utah State. Keller with 2. Falsett with 2. Allen with 3. Collins with 5 points. Clark 6 points. Perryman 2. King with 2. A lot of 2s. And, again, of course, that's, reflected in the 24 points that Utah State has put up. Only shooting 37% from the field, 8% from beyond the arc. That is just not good. 17 rebounds. Again, that is just not good. Arizona with 27 rebounds. They're shooting 29% from the field. Even worse, believe it or not. But they are 11 for 17 at the free throw line. That is quite the difference. In fact, that's the difference of the game. Kurt Hershenkopf with 2 points. Pete with 11. Krivas with 1. Berries with 5 points. Bradley with 6. Aristote with 3. Owaka with 2. Del Orso with 3 points. And again, 27 rebounds. And, of course, they have 10 more free throws. That is a huge difference and a big reason why Arizona is leading. Doc, do you know the final score in Vols, Virginia? Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, it was 77-71, I believe. No, 79-72, Tennessee with the lead. Tennessee won that game by 7. 79-72. So there you go, Bootlicker. Appreciate you again for hanging in here the whole day, really. Appreciate you, man. As, again, I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to chill. Ready to chill for the rest of the night. And looking forward to just relaxing tomorrow. Just not doing much. But, yeah. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go today. It is free to do so. I promise you. I won't be sending you a bill. I promise. Again, we'll be on here pretty much the entirety of the rest of the March Madness, doing some of the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, Final 4, final game, the National Championship. We'll be doing it all. So thank you again for that. Let's see here. Looking around. 140. Over. Gotcha. Yeah, no, you got it. You got it. Good stuff there, Bootlicker. Good stuff. But again, we're just chilling at that. Feel free again to chat down below. Again, I'll try to keep you entertained, but I'm not much of an entertainer at all. Just not that kind of a guy. Let's see. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. He had Arizona -5.5. Wow, you were good there. I guess I can go over the final scores from earlier. Again, feel free to let me know how your brackets are doing, because obviously that's always a big thing. Everyone completes a bracket usually. Maybe not the case all the time. But again, earlier, obviously, again, you just heard Tennessee 79, Virginia 72, Purdue 79, Miami 69. I covered that one early this morning. Iowa State 82, Kentucky 63. That was a blowout. I covered Kansas and St. John's. That was a crazy game. Really bad game, but it ended up being a really exciting game. 67-65, St. John's. Moving on to the Sweet 16. Who you going for? I don't really have a favorite here. Adeline. Appreciate you for tuning in. But yeah, no, I don't really. I'm a neutral party, just calling a game. Just trying to keep it going, keep the channel going. That's really the mindset here. I'm more of a football guy, but I do love March Madness. I've always loved March Madness. I've always found it really entertaining, interesting, just really cool. But yeah, no, I definitely don't have a party in my bracket. I did have Arizona beating Utah State, but again, I've watched Utah State play a few times, and they are pretty good. And definitely a disappointing performance from them offensively. And again, to be honest with you, Arizona's not playing much better. They're really benefiting from the free throws right now, because other than that, Utah State would actually be winning. You didn't? Well, I guess not everyone does. Most people do. But yeah, I mean, most people are interested in see how their brackets. Again, I am looking okay. Obviously, I took a huge hit with Kansas. That was a bummer. I do have Michigan. They're still alive. But yeah, Kansas ruined my bracket. That was a killer. Here's Scott Joplin playing in your brain. Scott Joplin. I'm not familiar with that. Utah. I guess it does sound like that. Utah. Kansas stunk. They did. Doc's the Chiefs fan. I am not. That is fake news, misinformation, whatever it is you want to call it. That is not true. I may be a Steeler fan. I don't know. There's something that might just, if you looked around the room, you could find something that would give you a clue there. Is it that? Is it this? Is it that little pennant over there? I don't know. Again, it's a 9-point game. The winner of this game will take on Arkansas. And that game, I believe, well, let's see. Do we have that? That actually has not been determined yet. I would like to know. Let's see if they've determined some other games. Because obviously, again, we're going to take a little bit of a break from college basketball for a few days, as it's going to go, they'll come back on Thursday. Can't tell you this. Texas-Purdue is happening on Thursday. Same thing with Illinois-Houston. And then what we have here is St. John's and Duke. That one is also happening on Friday. Tennessee-Iowa State also happening on Friday. Michigan will await the winner. Who do they play? They play the winner of Texas Tech and Alabama. That will be on Friday as well. Brother, how's it going, man? Appreciate you. Thank you very much. St. John's are literally unbelievable, and I don't know why I did choose KU. Now I'm bucking, but thank goodness for St. John's as a Fordham fan. Same here, man. I chose Kansas. I chose them to go so far. I chose them to go to the I don't know why I did. I was an idiot. Appreciate you, man. W in the chat, man. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Again, brother, we have a new feature here. Your donations go to a game I call. So let me go ahead and put the numbers and all that stuff. Again, that's going to be on the screen for, pretty much starting with baseball season. But, yeah, let me know if you don't mind. Where do you want your $5 to go? Right now, New York and the Mariners. That seems to be the game that everyone wants to go with. But, of course, you can help out Detroit or Arizona or San Francisco and San Diego. So appreciate you, man. Thank you for the super chats. I really do appreciate it. Again, just let me know down below what game you want me to put your $5 for, and I'll be sure to get to it. Can you show the current bracket again? Yeah, why not? Again, this is my bracket, but we can go ahead and just see there again. You can see Duke St. John's. They're going to be in the Sweet 16. Michigan State is awaiting the winner of UCLA and UConn. Probably UConn. UCLA, though, has just taken the lead. And then on the other side, Arkansas, of course, awaiting the winner of this game. And then we got Texas-Purdue in the Sweet 16. And then on the bottom brackets, Nebraska awaiting the winner of Iowa. Florida, Iowa leading by 1 with 4 minutes to go. That is crazy stuff. Unbelievable. Michigan going to await the winner of Texas Tech and Alabama. That one's later tonight. Illinois will take on Houston in the Sweet 16, and Tennessee and Iowa State. So there you go. What happened in the last 20 seconds? Kansas, did they really foul like 3 times in a row? Yes. Then let them score. I know, it was really weird, really odd. I mean, I don't blame what they did. The sixth foul should have been with like a few seconds left. They mistimed when they should have fouled. I had no problem with the strategy. It made sense. But unfortunately, I think the last foul came a little bit too soon. Is the bracket available on ESPN's? It should be on ESPN. Let me see if I can actually find it. CBS Sports usually is pretty good with that. Can't look. Yeah, Darren Peterson. Yeah, that was unfortunate. He's really good, but it just didn't look good, man. The whole team really struggled. Let's see if I can find NCAA bracket. I'm sure I can find it. Let's see what. I don't know why it's on Yahoo, man. That's always annoying. Let's see if I can find it. Looks like CBS Sports is pretty good. But let's actually find out. They have a printable bracket. You have to, well, that's not really a good one, actually. So, I don't know. It's not really the best, but they do have a printable bracket on NCAA.com. So, I don't know if you want to do that. Click here for interactive. Okay, well, that's pretty good. So, yeah, go to NCAA.com. And that's pretty neat. That's actually really nice. That's a nice bracket. You know exactly what I get. Don't forget I'm Yankee fan. Gotcha. All right, so I'll make sure to add it on. Well, all right, well. I feel like I got to ask every time, but I got you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate it. Looks like I'll probably be doing Yankees and Mariners, barring some crazy donations that may swing it the other way. But yeah, thank you very much. The Fighting Ilinich. That's a little different there. The Fighting Ilinich. I think they're the Illini, but I could be wrong. I have been wrong before once. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, obviously we still got about 5, maybe 10 minutes until we get back into this game. Yeah, just kind of waiting, and hopefully, again, we have a good conclusion to this one, hoping that Utah State can make a game of it. I did pick the game because I believed in their ability to do so. Florida's just tied it up 66-66 with 3:23 left to go in that one. Again, UCLA leading 7-4 over UConn. Just took a picture of it. Oh, yeah, no problem. Appreciate you, Justin. Appreciate you, man, for just chilling, just hanging out. Just in time for a prayer. Nice name. I like that. It's a good name. It's a good name. Good name. Let's see if I don't think there's any women's games happening right now. Maybe there is. Oh, there is actually. Michigan State, Oklahoma. That one's going on. Again, doing pretty good over there, but most people are. I mean, you have to be just not knowledgeable if you're picking like a bunch of upsets in women's. It just doesn't go that way. Let's see. How about Nebraska Vandy? That was pretty good, Crave. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. That was a crazy game. Again, I called it too. I called that game. That was a pleasure to call. Back and forth. And again, Vanderbilt almost with the comeback, man. Almost the comeback. And again, that last shot by Tanner. Oh man, that was fun. That was a good game. Feel bad for Tanner. He is such a player. Tanner is he is yeah, I hope I'll be able to cover another game with him involved next year. That was fun. That was fun. And of course, again, I don't really have anything yet as far as on Thursday and Friday of what I'm calling, but I'm going to try to do what I can. Forget women basketball. Well, I mean, you know, I still fill out the bracket. I don't really watch much of it, but you know, yeah. I mean, I don't watch any of the WNBA and the NBA in general, but you know, it's still neat though. It's still neat to fill it out, even if I don't watch it. Yeah, fill it out, see how it goes. And I usually do pretty well because you just really got to go with chalk the whole way. I mean, every now and then there'll be an upset. I mean, this is literally chalk, and I was wrong on 1 game, 2 games, 3 games in the first round. So then it was a 9-8, a 9-8, and then a 10-7. So that's pretty much it. And I don't think I've gotten anything wrong in the second round. Everything has been going pretty much chalk. Like I said, again, you might see some 5 and 4s, but other than that, I mean, yeah, that's how it goes. Would have been nice to have a chip in that Vandy ball. It was interesting, man. I thought that ball was going in. I mean, the way I called it, I'm like, oh, like I don't remember what I said, but I thought it went in at first. You can probably hear it, like if you want to look back at it. I thought it went in. I thought it was in because it hit the square. It went. I swear the ball was more than 50% through the hoop, and then for some reason it bounces out. Again, I don't know if they just put too much air in it or whatnot, but I was shocked. Florida, yeah, let me go ahead and check. That's a good idea to stay on top of that. Appreciate you there for tuning in, man. For once again, I know you've been in the chat. Florida has taken the lead 69-66. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in that one. UCLA 14, UConn 11. Interesting. Again, Orville, appreciate you, man, for hanging in here. As, again, we got one more half, and then it's over. And, of course, I'll try to redirect you guys to, again, another streamer calling a game. I don't know if it'll be hockey or college basketball. I don't know who's going to be doing what. But always try to help out other streamers, as I've been helped out many times, so try to pay it forward when I can. Yeah, no, definitely want to do that. Florida leading 71-68, so we've seen a whole minute has just went by like that, apparently. But yeah, Florida now leading by the same margin, but a minute has passed. UCLA, again, still up 14-11 over UConn. That could be interesting if that's a close one. How you holding up? I'm okay. I'm tired. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I could probably get off right now and go to sleep. I really could. I'm tired, but I'm still going to try to keep the energy high for the second half. I mean, I will. I have no choice. It's my job to put on the entertainer face and, call the best game I can. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. But I am tired. This has been a long 4 days. A long 4 days. And, of course, it'll be the same thing next week, really, again, with Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. It's going to be a lot. I bet so, yeah. It's definitely... Again, I'm never going to say it's harder than a 9 to 5 or anything like that or whatnot. Never going to say that. I mean, again, yeah, never going to say that. But it does, you have to put on a show. You gotta keep the energy high for hours at a time. So it is a little bit draining, especially, when you're shouting the whole time and trying to be a play-by-play person, play-by-play guy. Elderly play Northern Iowa in a World Cup playoffs on Thursday at 3:45. Oh, wow. It's really this week? Oh, wow, it is. I guess I won't be able to call it, unfortunately, because we got baseball, and then we got a lot of March Madness, and that's definitely going to be the priority. That'll probably draw more than the World. I mean, that will be a lot, but a cough drop should sponsor. I will. I'll try to reach out to Halls. Like, hey, I use you guys. I think I might actually still have some here from January. These are the same Halls. You guys were here for that. Same. I've yet to use them since then, but they are here just in case my voice is starting to give out. They are there. They're on backup duty, just waiting. All right, let's see. So Florida's still up by 3 with 1:10 left to go in that one. Again, that is crazy close. Iowa has choked away the lead, but can they fight for it back? I think JJ's covering the game. Yeah, he's got 300 people in there. Yeah, that makes sense. That is come down to the wire. Pop-Tarts sponsor. That would be fun. That would be fun. I would love that. Call the winners max next Tuesday. Probably. Depends on the time. I would have to, I don't know what the time would be, but it would depend on that. Tuesday, probably do a Pirates game. I think that's on at 6:40 Eastern. I don't know. We'll see. I do need to practice some soccer before then for the World Cup for sure. I guess they're in a timeout over there. Nothing has changed. 71-68, Florida leading over Iowa. I mean, that is as close as it can be. Can't believe there's baseball going on now. It's spring training. There shouldn't be baseball happening right now. That is ridiculous. Yeah, what the heck? Oh, well, yeah, I have the ticker up there. I don't know. I made it. I mean, it's still there. I mean, I didn't make it. I mean, I made it small because it's just kind of out of place. It's not like this where everything's kind of. I like that, but unfortunately, I can't do that. Oh well. Like I said, football season can do that. That's where the channel's at its best. It already is all settled. Though I don't know. I think I kind of want to change it up too. I want to kind of like this is nice. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm also kind of thinking, okay, that's could do that. But again, I'm behind. Tuesday game is likely going to start around 3:30 or 4 o'clock. They usually take about 2 hours. Yeah, I'd have to look at it. Let me put up the... Looks like we are working our way back. Let me pull up the... At least I'll pull up the soccer schedule. That way I just have it on the tabs. I leave a bunch of tabs open, which is why it's kind of laggy. I probably need to reset the computer, but yeah, so I can have a bunch of schedules up so I can see what to call. All right, that is up there. But yeah, we are back. We are about to be back anyway. As again, 33-24 Arizona leading despite being outshot as far as percentage anyway. Again, Arizona was only shooting 28% from the field. Utah State 35%, but the difference, of course, are the free throws. As, again, Arizona with 11 free throws made. And Utah State only one of 2 compared to 11 and 17. That is just not going to get it done. So Utah State really has to ramp it up here in the second half. Utah State will open it up as Allen is going from left to right. Allen with it at the logo, finding Falslev. Falslev finding Collins. Collins kicks it out to Element for 3, and that's going to be short and rebounded by Karshenkov in Arizona. As here is, I believe that is Burries on the far side, again going right to left as Krivas sending the pick. Burries bounce pass to Krivas. Inside, looking, hook shot is too strong as it's poked away and goes out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out, and it's going to stay with Arizona. Again, he can't do that. 71-70. Oh, my goodness. This message for this community. Always bet with responsibility if you have a problem. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, honestly, most of my regulars don't bet. There's a lot of people here that I've not talked to before that always come in. But I appreciate you, Carlos. Yeah, I think most people that are normally here don't really do that. All right, Arizona with it again. They're up by 9. Krivas kicks it out as he's driving in. Floater is good. Bradley with a nice shot. 35-24. 19-10 in the second half again. Still plenty of time, but Utah State's got to get it going. 8 seconds left. Florida shooting free throws. Unbelievable. Allen with it. Hands it off here to Collins. Collins on the near side as he finds Elamine. Jab step. Driving inside. Bounce pass to Keller. Puts up blocked. Krivas with authority. Sending it out of bounds. 11 seconds left to shoot. Spring break week from work. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Florida up by 2 with 8 seconds left, folks. Allen inbounding here to Collins. Collins to Elamine. Elamine to Falslev. Jacks up a 3, and that's good. Nice shot. Needed that one desperately. 35-27. Krivas already underneath the basket. He puts it up and is fouled. And he'll go to the line for a couple. UCLA also up by 2, 14-12, 11-47 to go in that one again. The big one, Iowa down by 2 with 8 seconds left against Florida. Does Iowa go for the win? Do they go for the kill? Or do they go for overtime? Krivas at the line again. Pretty good shooter, 71%er, as that one rolls in to make it a 9-point game. Yeah, chill and take some rest. Nice. Definitely. Definitely enjoy it. Krivas again for his second. Bouncing the ball a lot. And there it is. It is good. 37-27. It's a 10-point game. 18:32 left to go in the second half. Is Allen with it on the far side again, going left to right. Allen pump fakes, hands it off to Falslev. Falslev with it as he shoots, and it's in and out. Berger rebounded there by Arizona. On the far side, it's Berries. Berries hands it off here to Bradley. Bradley at the logo. He's kind of stumbling, but still with it. Bounce pass outside to Berries. Berries to Pete. Pete kicks it out to Karshikov for three, and it's good. And it's 40-27. Iowa's just taking the lead with 3 seconds left. Unbelievable. Here is Utah State. As is with Collins. Collins at the logo. He's driving inside. Collins pump fakes. Looks to kick it out to King. He does. King to Allen. Allen with it at the logo. Chillin, fans it off to Keller. Keller back to Allen. Allen driving inside. Looking. Kicks it out to King. Jacks up a three. That's good. Ice in his veins with that one. As it's 40-30. And Arizona playing quickly. Karshikov puts it up, and that rolls in. That was very quick. Arizona showing the speed. 42-30. As here's Falslev, and Falslev is fouled. Iowa again, 73, Florida 72. Unbelievable. 4 seconds. They put another second up on the clock. UCLA again up by 2 against UConn. Still plenty of time in that one. Unbelievable. Iowa could upset Florida here tonight. All right, here we go as he sends it out to Templin. Templin for three, and he drains it. And Utah State all of a sudden making all their shots. The problem for them is Arizona doing the same. 42-33 as here's Pete on the far side. Pete now hands it off over here to Berries as he's driving inside. Lays it in off the glass, and he is stuffed by King. King racing down on the far side. King driving in, kicks out to Templin. Templin, wide open three. That's too strong. Rebounded by Krivas. Krivas hands it to Pete. On the far side, driving inside is Collins, and he is rejected as it's on the ground and taken away by Berries. Berries kicks it out to Karshikov. Karshikov for three. Air ball, but Pete lays it in, no problem. 44-33. 16-16 left to go in this one. As here is Allen. Allen on the logo coming to the near side. Allen turning around, kicks it out to Templin. Templin hands it off to Falslev, who's driving inside. Floater is going to be too strong. Rebounded by Karshikov. Karshikov hands it off to Berries, crossing half courts at the logo. Just chilling, finding Pete now on the near side again, going right to left as he hands it off here to Bradley. Bradley on the far side, driving inside, looking, and draws the foul. As looks like that's going to be a TV timeout. 44-33 is your score. Arizona with the lead and with the ball. Let's see here. Apparently the game has ended. Iowa has just eliminated Florida. It is over. Iowa 73, Florida 72. Game, set, match. The defending champion is done. Doctor, I almost died. How did I almost die? Was there something behind me? Was there like a... That's not good. Oh, man. That is crazy stuff. It is over, folks. Florida, the defending champion, is done. So they're out in the round of 32. And so are many of people's brackets. Wow. Florida is out. Yes, sir. That is wild. No audio. I'm good. I'm good over here. Can you not hear me, Draven? Turn it up. We're good. I got... let me double check. Wow. Florida is out. Yes, sir. That is wild. No audio. That is me. Yeah, I'm good. Need Drake Allen to get 10 points. He's got 3. All right, good luck there, Ghoul. Appreciate you for tuning in. 9 seed in the Sweet 16. Yep, that is pretty wild. Come on, Houston. Yeah, Houston in the Final Four. SEC getting brutalized, yeah. That is, well, the ACC really, but yeah, that is pretty wild. So Florida's done. They are done, so your side, yeah, it's all good, Draven. It's all good, sorry. But yeah, I'd like to welcome everyone that just watched Iowa defeat Florida 73-72. What an upset. Unbelievable, folks. Many brackets are broken. Many brackets are busted. So you know what? Honestly, I'm okay. Yeah, one of my final 2 national championship teams have been eliminated, but you know what? I didn't pick Florida, and I know a lot of people did. So there you go, folks. Man, that is wild. That is wild. Search had you sweating with all those misses. Yeah, that's crazy. SC has always been better in football than basketball. Yeah, for sure. But basketball as of late, like they've been struggling in football, so they've went all in on basketball. Defending champ didn't make the Sweet 16. Yep. 0 for 9 from 3. That is wild. All right, we're back again. This game, though, not looking as exciting as Arizona has just pulled away. They showed the 3 from Fulgaris. Florida went inbound on the far side, driving inside, puts it up, kicks it out. Oh, and he couldn't get it out. He tried to kick it out, and he couldn't. And Florida was again eliminated on a botched play. Iowa and Nebraska. Wow, so that's got to be tough for Draven, as that's going to be a 3 for Arizona. That one is good. 47-33. Unbelievable stuff happening in the college basketball world. Not really here, though, as here is Clark. Clark over here to Collins. Collins folds it into Templin in the lane. Looking, he's at the block, trying to find a teammate, puts it up, and can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded by Krivas. Krivas sending it over here to Bradley, who's driving inside. Floater is good, as it's going to be 49-33. It is not looking good for Utah State. They got to get someone. Appreciate you, Carlos. Thank you very much for joining. W's in the chat, folks, for Carlos. That is awesome. Thank you very much. As here is Utah State. Again, a 9-0 run for Arizona. That's going to be a 3, and that's too strong. Rebounded by Berries. Berries with it, going right to left on the near side. Berries driving in. Floater is good, and this is going in a bad direction for Utah State. Timeout is called, as it's now an 18-point game with 14:41 to go. Unbelievable. Appreciate you, Carlos. Thank you very much. Iowans, yeah, we saw it, Warrior. We cannot believe it either. It is upset alert city over there, as Florida is done. Iowa going to the Sweet 16. They will keep dancing. The defending champion was told to get out. They are done. And now Houston's just licking their chops, as they are now the clear favorites. But again, Illinois can make some damage. A 2v3 and a 9v4 in the South region. That is interesting. Wow, wow, wow. That is crazy. You're out, dog. Appreciate you, Orville. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, I know it's not looking good for Utah State. You have a good night. Yeah, I thought, again, Utah State could hang in there, but unfortunately, they have just not... Yeah, yap. This guy, unbelievable. Yeah, it's a lot of yapping going on for sure. But yeah, unfortunately, Utah State has just not been able to get it going. Big Ten seems to be a conference. It seems to be. You were correct. So again, we're still in commercial break. We can kind of show you the bracket here. As let me go ahead and take that down again. Sorry about that. Well, that's not it. All right, anyway. All right, so we got Duke, St. John's, Michigan State, that's 1. Arkansas, that's an SEC team. So comparing Big Ten SEC, so 1-1. Texas is 2, but Purdue is 2. 2-2. Iowa 3, Nebraska 4. So that's 4-2. 5-2 with Michigan. Illinois 6. Tennessee is 3. So 3 SEC teams. Iowa State, Houston's Big 12. And then we have, yeah, that is pretty much it. Am I missing everything? Yeah, Big 12, okay. So Big 12, Big 10, SEC, and then, of course, we have the Big East. Texas Tech, Alabama, that's a Big 12 SEC matchup. That could be pretty big. And, of course, we got Big 10 and Big East. So, yeah. And then Arizona's Big 12. Honestly, yes. And the SEC might not be all that. Again, they had a lot of ranked teams. And, again, it's kind of like football. A lot of ranked teams that may or may not have deserved the actual ranking. So, you know, that's where that comes into play. We are back, though, an 18-point drubbing. As, again, the Utah State is, for some reason, not shown up. All right, here is Templin. Templin hands it off to Perryman. Perryman beyond the arc again, going left to right. Again, it's a 9-0 run for Arizona. As Collins floats it up, and he is fouled. And we'll go to the line for a couple. As he's an 81% free throw shooter looking to just chip into this massive lead that Arizona has had, really, for, again, a while now. Again, thank you, Orville, for tuning in. Collins averaging 17.7 points a game. Tonight, only 5. Again, an 81% free throw shooter, as he does show it there, making the first. You got to make these points. You got to make every free throw at this point. You can't not do that. Double negative. It is what it is. UCLA, by the way, leading UConn 20-17, 7:13 left to go in that one. As Collins releases that one, is good. He gets them both. So 16-point game as Arizona up by. They lead 51-35. Karshenkov back over to Pete as Pete makes his way up the courts, chilling at the logo. And Pete driving inside now floats it over to Karshenkov. Karshenkov with it as he's driving inside. Oh, he loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul, and Collins not liking it. Collins saying, come on, he slipped. What do you want me to do? Collins having some word. Probably that's Perryman. Perryman having words with the referee. He doesn't seem to be winning him over. As Arizona going to be inbounding here. This is Krivas. Krivas on the perimeter. Floats it over to Berries. Berries now with Karshenkov to Pete. Pete intercepted. Intercepted by Perryman. Oh, and his pass is tipped, but he gets it back. Kicks it to King for 3. That is short and rebounded by Berries. Arizona now playing fast, finding Pete. Pete puts it up and can't get the roll as it's rebounded by Templin. Templin taking it down. He's a point guard now. Hands it off to Collins, and he gets the basket. Or, pardon me, that was Clark. Keep forgetting Clark's name. Unbelievable. 14-point game, 2-touchdown game, as here is Bradley. Bradley over here to Berries on the far side, again going right to left. Going around. Berries just chilling. Berries at the logo. Krivas sending a pick. Berries looking. And we'll float it to Pete. 6 left to shoot, and they're going to call a foul on Perryman. And he doesn't like it again. Perryman now yelling at the official like, hey, what are you doing? He's acting. I don't know. I don't really know what he's saying, but Perryman now back-to-back fouls. Auburn fans won their second NIT. Oh, wow. Chilling like a villain. Yep, that is a common one. Unbelievable. That is used a lot. Chilling like a villain. This guy. That's more for the stream, though. All right, 13-12 left to go in the second half. As, again, Arizona with a massive lead. Utah State trying to work their way back. As Pete with it. Inside. Looking. He passes out to Berries. Driving inside. Oh, he loses the ball. And it's on the ground. Taken away by Utah State. King with it. Racing up. Oh, it's blocked. And they're going to call a foul, and Pete can't believe it. Just stuffed King. But again, they called a foul. Oh, he clipped the leg. It really wasn't more of the arm. It looks like he bumped his leg and everything. So King will go to the line. He is a 77% free throw shooter. as the Arizona coach didn't like the call. He's having a few words with them as he misses the first. And then again, that is not ideal if you're Utah State. You gotta make your shots. You can't not do that at this point. Colby King, he averages about 7.6 points a game. Only 5 today. Well, I guess he could also, a few shots get above that, but definitely needs to make these free throws, as this is his second. And that one, no good! Doesn't get either! Oh, you just can't do that if you're the Aggies, as here's Bradley with Arizona. On the far side again, going right to left. Bradley chilling, now going to the far side once more. As now he's going to retreat back to the logo. Driving inside in the lane. And floats back beyond, again to the logo. Now driving inside again. Bradley kicks it out there to Del Orso, who checks up a 3. That's going to be short and rebounded by Perryman. Perryman racing down, going left to right. Bounce pass over to Collins. Back to Perryman. Jab step, driving inside. In the lane, lose the ball, and there's a foul. As Del Orso is the guilty party, looking around, hands out wide like, what did I do? Referees will let you know. Iowa was way underseeded. You'll say it now. There you go. Iowa. Yeah, well, the problem with them is I think they had like double-digit losses. I don't recall, but I think that was the case. Yeah, they had 12 losses. I mean, that's a lot. So they were fortunate to get a 9, honestly. All right, we're back. Falslev now back over to Perryman. Perryman beyond the arc, finding to Falslev. This is driving inside, kicks it out to Collins. He pump fakes. Floater is knocked. Oh, it does get the front of the rolls, just chilling on the rim forever. 51-39, a 12-point game as Utah State is slowly making their way back. Can they hold them with 12 minutes to go? Here is Del Orso at the logo. Going to the far side, hands it off to Karshenkov. Karshenkov hands it off to Berries, who drives inside, loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul. Templin's like, I was on the ground, pushed down. What are you calling it on? Doesn't really matter. As, again, 12-point game, we're going to commercial break. Utah State trying to work their way back, but Arizona looking to slam the door on the Aggies season. Pardon me, UConn, by the way, up 23-21 over UCLA. Actually, UCLA just made a free throw, so 23-22. And, of course, the big news, Iowa over Florida, 73-72. Purdue, of course, over Miami, 79-69. Iowa State, 82. Kentucky, 63. Tennessee, 79. Virginia, 72. And St. John's, 67. Kansas, 65. And that is probably the game of the... Well, I don't know. Iowa, Florida, probably the game of the day at this point. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm kind of curious to see how everyone's brackets are now, because I imagine a lot of people just took a hit. We do have a few Florida picks in mind. Braves Nation will not be winning the bracket challenge. Let's see here. Again, I'm struggling there in JG9s. Again, my max points is really low. Unbelievable. Florida people in that one, they are gone. JG9 just realized he's a Florida fan. By the way, let me check out the perfect bracket. The perfect bracket have Florida? That would be interesting. It's over. No more perfect brackets. The Florida game has done everybody in. It is over. No more perfect brackets. You lose. It is donezo. No one will ever have a perfect bracket. That is just ridiculous. Two Iowa teams in the Sweet 16. Yep. That is wild. I mean, Iowa State's pretty good. Iowa, again, they were good. I mean, I don't know if we really were thinking they'd beat Florida. Like number Jack, I appreciate you, Trisk, for tuning in. Good matches this weekend. We have. You have Arizona as your champ. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, they're pretty good. I think Iowa's better. Wow. How many Big 12 teams in the Final Four? I mean, I think I have Houston Houston and Arizona, actually. That would be my two. Yeah, I would go Houston. Yeah, I mean, I actually do have Arizona and Houston in my Final Four, so I would go too. That's probably what's going to happen. I don't know. I don't think Iowa State beats Michigan. That's my champ. I have Michigan as the champ. All right, here we go. We're back in action as Barry's the first free throw, making it 52-39. As there is the second. That one is good. So 53-39, 11:46 and counting. As Perryman, again, got to get something going for Utah State as he's working his way in. And now there's going to be a foul on Pete. And he didn't really like the call because he's pleading his case, and Pete will grab a seat on the bench. Siskater? I guess I don't follow. Seagator. Oh, Florida is Seagator. Yeah, I don't really understand. It's actually the UVA game at the end of the... Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. As we got an inbound pass and another foul, this time on Barry's. That is not ideal there for Arizona. I had UVA, not Tennessee, so it was over. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Gotcha. Well, appreciate you. In my mind, though, that was pretty cool, though, with the Iowa thing. Anyway, 11:39 again left to go in this one. Arizona all over Utah State, but it's not over yet. We've seen crazier comebacks as Templin floats it over to Falslev over to Perryman, who's driving inside in the lane. Floater off the glass. Gets it. Nice shots. Good shot. 53-41, back to a 12-point game. As here is Arizona with Barry's at the logo, finding... that is Owaka. Owaka now to Del Orso. Back over to Barry's. Back to Del Orso. Driving inside, looking, kicks it out to Owaka, puts it up, and can't get it. Oh, that's the latest call I've ever seen. Floater was missed, and then after it wasn't even touching the rim, they call a foul. That was pretty interesting there, but oh well. Again, that's one of those things where I think they let the shot do the talking rather than the actual foul. Back in action brought to you by Twinkies. Twinkies get you back in action. As there is the first. That one is good by Owaka, who is a 65% free throw shooter. And this dang screen again. It does it all the time. I just wish I could get rid of this stupid thing where it pops up the news. I don't want the news. And it just randomly appears. As the ball goes out of bounds, he misses the free throw. And they're going to point to Utah State. I genuinely hate this thing. Like, really. Like, I want you gone. Good evening. Yeah, shut up. All right, Utah, I'm just going to have to leave it on there. Utah State with it on the far side again, going left to right. As he finds Clark. Clark now floats it over to Perryman, driving inside in the lane, kicks it out here to Falslev for three. That's good. And it's a 10-point game, 54-44. They needed that. As here we go. This is Bradley. Peasy asking to show the game. What an idiot. This guy is actually an idiot at this point. Asking to show the game at this point. All right, Bradley kicks it out here to Karshenkov. Driving inside. Half spin. Looking around. And they're going to call a foul. Actually going to call a jump ball. Going to stay with Arizona. Peasy might have a lot of things, as I've just diagnosed him with a lot there. And again, the doctor's saying he is struggling. There you go. He is, let's see, Barry Burry's MVP. He's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, a jump ball again. Arizona will have it as he's looking around trying to find a teammate. Finds Del Orso for three. That's going to be too strong, and rebounded by Owaka, who puts it up, and they're going to call a foul. Utah State asking for it again. Just, they're kind of confused. Again, he was saying he was grabbed. A lot of fouls here. Again, honestly, if I'm being honest, Arizona's very fortunate that they've been to the line for some. So Arizona has 25 free throws. Utah State 6. As Owaka releases that one short. Do you have any friends you can direct? I'm going to try to. I'll look. I'll look you in. I will look to see what we got. 54-44 again. 10-24 left to go as that one is good. 55-44. All right. This is Perryman. Perryman with it again at the logo. Again, going left to right. Falslev with it. Looking around. Kicks it out here to Collins. Driving inside in the lane. Looking. Turning. Bounce pass over to Perryman. Perryman just going to chill with 8 seconds left, though. He's got to make a move. Driving inside. Bounce pass to nowhere. They're going to say, though, it went off an Arizona player. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 9:59, of course, left to go in the second half. Man, JG9, I can't do multiple games. I totally understand. Totally get it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That guy's an idiot. Yeah, it's just like... And he was spamming. That's what makes it worse. Like, just... Like, you already know. Your streams are getting taken down. Like, you should know by this point that it's not allowed. You got to watch some of it. That's great. As that's going to be a 3. That's going to be a brick, though. Puts it up, and he's fouled. Oh, what a play by Clark. Getting the rebound. Didn't touch the rim. Had a second left. Put it up, and gets the foul. And he, of course, will go to the line to complete the 3-point play. What a play. Yeah, it was just a flat-out brick. Clark going to the line at 53%, though. Not good at the line. Just what's your prediction on the prospect? Yeah, I'm not really, again, into the NBA. You know, I don't really follow too much, to be honest with you. So I do apologize there, brother. But, I don't know. I mean, there's been some pretty neat players for sure. I mean, I like this. The Kansas guy, Peterson's really good, but he didn't have a good game. Peterson's pretty good. I don't know if there's really... I mean, I don't know when Tanner can come out. Tanner is really impressive. But, yeah, I couldn't tell you. Looks like they're going to review something. 55-46 is your score to see if he put it up in time. I thought he did. I thought he clearly did. Maybe Arizona, again, just looking for a timeout. Yeah, let me see if there's anybody. 35-32 in that one. Yeah, I mean, that's, to me, clear and obvious that he put it up in time. I think JJ's doing Alabama, Texas Tech. So, yeah, the basket counts founded. Football Nation's doing it. I don't know if I should really redirect. I don't know. I might. What I'll probably do again is I'll place the link in the chat for him. And then I'll actually redirect over to someone else. Because, you know, he's just a big channel. Not that I don't dislike redirecting to big channels. I mean, I want to support JG9, of course. I don't really have a relationship like that with him. So, I don't know. It's more of a... I don't know if I want to. It's just a little complicated. He does make it an 8-point game, 9:52 and counting. As Karshenkov over there to Bradley, back to Karshenkov. Karshenkov on the near side, looking for a teammate. Double teamed. Utah State's all over him, and they're going to call it jump ball, and it's going to go back to Utah State. Utah State, they're starting to get it together. Drake Allen, he is not in. He's not in at the moment. Cam Boozer from Duke, do you think he'll make it to the NBA draft? I mean, he should. He's pretty good. Understand? Yeah, again, I'll be sure to put the link, though, for sure. All right, here we go. We're back in action. Perryman with it at the logo. Bounce pass to Falslev for 3. That's too strong. Rebounded by Berries. As he's making his way again, going right to left on the near side. Hands it off to Pete. Pete hands it off here to Karshenkov. Karshenkov driving inside, looking, hands it to Pete. He puts it up, he just gets the foul, not the bucket, as it went in and out. Pete is a 61% free throw shooter. Let's go, Aggies. Jane, you should be proud. They are coming back, but again, is it going to be enough? Can they come back all the way is the question. Pete with it as he misses the first. Boozer's going to go number 1 overall. There you go. You heard it from Yin. Utah State is coming back. It's looking really good. Looking really good. Shaman saying go Aggies. A lot of people pulling for the Aggies here as he does make the second one. As it's going to be a 9-point game, 56-47. Here come the Aggies, though, as Perryman with it on the far side. Driving inside, looking. Trying to find a teammate. Fading back beyond the arc. Perryman driving inside yet again. Puts it up. And it's blocked, but it's taken away by Clark. He puts it up, gets the basket. It's a 7-point game, folks. 56-49. Arizona inbounding, and Utah State kind of pressing a little. Collins on coverage as Bradley making his way, crossing half court with a second to spare. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. 8:40 left to go in this one. As here is, again, Bradley just chilling with it at the logo. Now going to the far side, hands it off to Barrys. Barrys with it at the logo. As he's driving inside, pump fakes, hands it off, and it's stolen away. Collins to Perryman. Perryman to Falslip, puts it up, can't get it. Rebound, last touch by Arizona. Oh, they're going to say Utah State. And Utah State saying to challenge. Wow, I can't believe Utah State didn't have anything. Wow, I don't know how this wasn't Utah State. I can't believe Falslev didn't get it. Interesting. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Looks like the officials and the referees officials and the coaches, pardon me, are chatting. Trying to get something going here. Looks like it's going to be Arizona ball. It went off of Utah State. No, joining you again. Appreciate your machine. Sorry about that. Yeah, True TV is kind of in a different channel for sure. All right, here is Pete. Pete over to Barrys. Barrys with it at the logo as heavy defense. Loses the ball, gets it back, and they're going to call a foul. Oh, they're going to call a 10-second violation. Arizona couldn't quite get it across. Again, good stuff there. Again, the commentator saying he was fouled. I thought he was as well. But Utah State forcing again the turnover. How's it going, Scott? 8:45 for the Bama game. Yep. Here we go. It is a late one for sure as Allen floats it over to Collins. Collins back to Falslev. Falslev looking around back to Allen. Allen in the game, by the way. I know you were looking for him. Here's Ellamy, and Allen back over to Falslev as he just jacks up a three. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Barrys. That's a tough shot as Barrys making his way, crossing half court. Again, 7:48 and counting. It's a 7-point game. Floats it over to, I forgot his name, Krivas. Krivas down to Bradley. Bradley at the logo, at the point. 15 seconds left to shoot again. Still plenty of time. As here's Barrys. Barrys bounce pass, intercepted, bad pass. Barrys didn't know what he was doing. Here's Elamine. Elamine puts it up and gets fouled. And Elamine will go to the line for two when we come back. 7:27 left to go. Arizona has been leading the entire day, but Utah State won't go away. They won't. Arizona once led by 18. Oh my goodness! What a second half. Going for these Aggies since the Texas A&M. Yeah, totally get it. From one Aggie to from one Aggie team to another. How's it going, Scott? Good to see you. Let's see here. Come back all the way. It would be interesting. What do you come back to? It's crazy. It's crazy over here. You got a disease. Only prescription is for more March Madness. Yeah. You say game clock. I shouldn't I? I just don't know how to do it. Let's see here. Congrats on the Vols. Yeah. If you listen to delay, he tells you. Yeah. Again, I do tell you. I make sure to let you guys know. I know, folks. You know. This guy, how many minutes left? Okay. All right, this guy. Yeah, 7:27 left to go. That's where we're at. You know. But that's just the way it is. Again, people on the radio, if you listen to radio back in the day, you know, that's what I try to go for here. But obviously, there's a lot of, Cocomelon brains that need to look at everything. That's just the way it goes. You gotta, the 2000s kids aren't used to the radio. Anyway, as I just insult people, we're going to move on. UConn 38, UCLA 33. Again, that's the only game happening right now. Texas Tech, Alabama, that's been pushed back another 3 minutes. That is pretty crazy. I guess it's probably because of the Iowa-Florida game. I don't know what channel that was on. Obviously, again, Iowa upsetting Florida 73-72, Purdue 79, Miami 69, Iowa State 82, Kentucky 63, Tennessee 79, Virginia 72, St. John 67, Kansas 65. That's what's happened so far in this one. Yeah. Yeah, probably shouldn't have said it is what it is, though. But again, obviously, yeah, if I could have a clock, I would. I just need to I need to ask some people. This is a score bug I made. It's literally just a rectangle that was rounded. I'm not even kidding. Like you think the numbers are the way it is? No, look at this. I can move it everywhere. Look at that. Now I probably just messed it up, but it's just a rectangle. It's just a background. Let's see if I can center it again. I can. Look at that. It is all an illusion over here, making it work with what I got, which I don't got much. Utah State has plenty of time left. Yeah, for sure. They got a chance. They do. Again, Arizona's spent pretty much this entire game leading. In fact, Utah State hasn't led at all. They have, I think, they were tied. They were tied at 0-0. That's the last time they were tied when the game started. Elamine's going to be at the line again. He is a 81% free throw shooter, as that is indeed what he does. He makes the first. 56-50. West One Radio still does radio. Yes, they're awesome. They usually have Ian Eagle or Kevin Harlan. So good. So good. Elamine at the line for the second. That one is also pretty good. 56-51. You think you should put money on Utah? I think you really need to consider some other things if you're considering putting money with this much time left. All right, Barry's with it on the far side, going right to left. Barry's almost loses the ball, but he gets it back, and now they're going to call a foul on Utah State. And Allen can't believe it. Wow. What happened here? Again, that just looked kind of funky. Oh, he dropped it and picked it up again. They were screaming for a double dribble, and yeah, it did happen, but they didn't call it. All right, Barry's with it again. 12 points on the day, 81% free throw shooter. Here's the first. Oh, and he misses on the 1-and-1, but it's rebounded by Krivas. Krivas scrambling for it, and it's going to be a jump ball, which will stay with Arizona, but, of course, possession there will go back to Utah State. Man, Krivas is so tall. I mean, that's a cheat code. He's got to be over 7 foot. I mean, that is unbelievable. Again, 7:12 left to go here in the second half. Arizona up by 5. As Bradley's going to be inbounding here to Del Orso for 3. That's going to be short and poked away, but still somehow with Krivas. Krivas back to Del Orso. Del Orso to the point. Bradley at the logo. 12 left to shoot as he's driving inside, looking, puts it up. Oh, what a play. What a layup. 58-51. It's a touchdown game, folks. 6:50 and counting for Utah State as they have possession. Allen with it on the far side, going left to right. He's just chilling again beyond the perimeter, finding Collins. Collins in the lane, kicks it out to Allen. Allen for 3, drains it. It's a 4-point game, 58-54. This crowd is rocking. All right, here's Barry's on the far side. Barry's finding Del Orso. Del Orso to Bradley. 6:18 and counting, 18 left to shoot. Passes inside to Carson Cobb, puts it in, can't get the friendly roll, but it's tipped in by Krivas. Again, a cheat code, just so tall. 60-54, 6:05 and counting. Here is Allen on the far side, going left to right. You're scared. I totally understand. I totally get it. As he floats it into Allen. Inside, and they're going to call a foul on Del Orso. Del Orso pleading his case. He doesn't like it. He's like, hey, ref, this ref stinks. Listen to me. That ref saying, I'm good. Again, I believe we're in the bonus. Not impressed with the tournament refs. I think the refs have been terrible. It's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely some interesting stuff here for sure. Need one more point from Allen. Oh, my goodness. Good luck, man. Good luck. Looks like they're going to review something. So I guess Arizona didn't like what? So Allen, yeah. So Del Orso kind of putting his like hands on the jersey and may have caught the face of Elamine. So that's something they're going to review that. So again, 5:55 left to go. We are in a little bit of a delay or timeout. Let's see. UConn 38, UCLA 33, and Texas Tech has just tipped off against Alabama. They lead 2-0 over the Crimson Tide. Free Bryce James. Free Bryce James. That is interesting there. Appreciate you for tuning in. Go Jayhawks. Well, they are eliminated, Ricky. Yeah, they just lost. They're done. They are donezo. Just like Florida. Again, that was the big story. I can't believe it. Florida is done. That was a popular pick to go all the way to repeat. A lot of people thought they would. And again, we're in a delay. Del Orso was called for a foul on Elamine, but obviously maybe put in a mirror. Yeah. Hilarious. Over 146, you win $3K. You're at 114. Man, I don't know. 114, 32 more points in the 6 minutes. Tron, that's close. That is interesting. Let's see. I know I like to make people. Yeah, it's interesting. But you're not. You're just like Bronny James. Hood's just yapping. A lot of yappers today. Wow. More like Jayhawks go home. So it is a common foul, so it's going to stay. So again, 5:55 left to go, and it looks like, again, Utah State will go to the line. Go Raiders. Texas, yeah, the Red Raiders. Can UConn now up by 5? Okay, no, never mind. I already knew that. All right, we're going to the line. Elamine is a 66% free throw shooter. And again, he is kind of, I don't know, trying to get to a season average of 7 points a game. It just can't seem to find it, as that one does fall through. 5-point game, 60-55. Del Orso with 3 fouls. Pete, by the way, with 4 fouls. That would be a huge loss if Arizona loses him. Oh, my goodness. Elamine again at the line for number 2. That one rolls in. 60-56. Yap. Orville's back. That was to see if you're still here. All right, Doroso with it. And Doroso, oh, man, he finally gets out of there. Hands it off to Bradley, puts it up, and gets the basket. I don't know how. And the foul. 62-56. I don't know how Del Orso got it out of there, but then Bradley did the rest. Very high off the glass. Unbelievable. As Bradley would go to line, he is an 80% free throw shooter. This Florida loss brought to you by Twinkies. Don't let a gator chomp your... Okay, I don't know if I can say that. All right, Bradley again. An 80%er looking for the three-point play, as there we go. It is a 7-point game. Utah State, they can do it, but can they stop Arizona? Here we go. This is Falslev looking around. He finds Teplin, wide open 3. That's short, rebounded by Berries. Berries with it, 5:30 to go. And counting, I may add, as Del Orso back over to Berries. Berries with it at the logo, 20 left to shoot. Berries heavily guarded by Elamine. As Berries starts to drive in, looking around, kicks it out to Del Orso, driving inside. Heavy defense, double covered. It's going to be tipped away and taken away by Collins. Collins racing down for the Aggies, and it's tipped away, but Collins gets it back to Allen. Wide open three. That's good. So Allen hits his bet. Good stuff, sir. You got your 800, and it's going to be a 4-point game. Arizona leading, of course, with 4:50 to go. Timeout Wildcats, 4:49 left to go in this one. 63-59. Unbelievable. Go Big 12. Let's go Zona. We'll see. We'll see what's happened. Jayhawks. That was tough. That was a tough loss. That was a tough loss, Miguel. Appreciate you tuning in. Sunday round of 32 matches. Used to end over 8. Yeah. They're trying to get everyone to buy all these different stations and watch them all. It's crazy stuff. Good to see Ultimate Sports Network. Good to see you, man. Hopefully all is well with you. Arizona wins by 12. We'll see you, Lee. Appreciate you tuning in. This game is coming down to the wire. It really is. Alabama leading 10-7 over Texas Tech. And, of course, UConn still up by 5 at the half. Yeah, good stuff, Gould. Good stuff, man. Allen's got 9 points. I think you said he needed 7 or 8. So there you go. Good stuff. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Going to be here for the rest of the tournament, of course. I'll be back on Thursday covering the Sweet 16 and, of course, the Elite 8. Final Four, National Championship. And again, if you like the NFL, make sure to sub, but more on that in a sec as we're back in action. Arizona with it. Bradley driving to the basket and gets the friendly roll. I don't know how that happened, but he did. 65-59, 4:35 and counting. Here is Allen at the logo. He's going around, kicks it over to Templin. Templin hands it off to Falslev on the near side, going left to right. Falslev driving in. Looking for a teammate, finds Collins, mid-range jumper. Oh, I can't speak, but that's going to be rebounded by Arizona as Krivas hands it off to Bradley. I spoke a little too fast there. That was the problem. Anyway, Bradley at the logo, 20 seconds left to shoot, still plenty of time, and he's going to be fouled as Collins is asking what he did. Collins picking up his 3rd foul. Roll Tide didn't mean no. I don't know why. I don't know why that's even a thing. That was, I don't know who started that, but that's not even true. Joe Green never passed away. He's still alive. Still alive and well. Bradley, an 80%er, as he takes his time. Again, he's a guy that rubs the ball, takes his time at the line as he makes the first. 66-59, folks. 4:07 left to go. As, yes, we did indeed get a good game. Utah State has battled back. They were down by 18 at one point. They brought it to a 4-point game, but Arizona might be trying to distance themselves away from the Aggies. Bradley again at the logo, just kind of chilling. As Bradley releases, that one is going to roll out, but Krivas with the rebound loses the ball, though. He couldn't quite secure it. He gets the rebound, but bounces the ball out of bounds. You can't do that. You got to stay in between the lines. All right, Utah State will have it again. They're down by 7 with 4:05 to go. Arizona win, but did not expect close score. I thought it would be a close score. This is kind of what I thought. As Allen with it on the near side, puts it up and gets the easy basket. That was an easy layup. 66-61. All right, inbounding here to Bradley. 3:47 and counting for Arizona. Again, going right to left. Allen, by the way, with 11 points. Bradley with the ball chilling at the logo as he's got 18 points. He's had a really nice night himself. Going to the far side, floats it over to the corner. Driving inside is Karshenkov as he puts it up and can't get it. Rebounded by Krivas. He puts it up and is fouled. And he will go to the line for 2. Yes, yeah, I don't know with the Bean Joe Green thing. That was really odd. I don't know why that was going on. I don't know who started it, but it was just odd. All right, TV timeout, 3:24 left to go. Arizona 66, Utah State 61. Rip to the great Chuck Norris. Yep. Rest in peace. Terry Bradshaw is getting old. He is, for sure. He's been old for 20 years. He has been. He's been old for a while. Oh, man. But again, folks, like I was saying, again, make sure to like and subscribe. So, again, when it comes to the NFL, folks, I make sure to cover everybody at least once. It is not just the Steelers channel. I do cover every Steeler game, but what does that really imply? Oh, well, I do 3 games every Sunday. So make sure to subscribe if you are a football fan. I just might be covering your favorite team. Again, I cover, again, like the Broncos or the Raiders or, the Jaguars or the Dolphins. You never know. I might be covering you, again, any certain week. Of course, again, every primetime game. And, again, Monday night, Thursday nights, and all that good stuff. But, yeah, make sure, again, to subscribe if you are an NFL fan. And, of course, again, for more college basketball coverage, obviously they have the streams. But when they are taken down, I feel like I can be a pretty solid backup. So hopefully I see you there. And, of course, we'll be doing a lot of MLB, like the Ultimate Sports Network. He'll be doing it as well. So make sure to check him out. But, again, I'll be doing a lot of baseball as well. And a little bit of the UFL, too. So, yeah. So thank you guys again for giving the small channel a chance. Hopefully you liked it and help make it a bigger channel, as we are making it a bigger channel. Hopefully you're here for the ride, because it's going to be pretty fun. Chuck Norris, Great American. Yep. USA may be a basketball team. May get a basketball team in Utah. I've heard about the... Wait, well, there's the Jazz, but yeah. I guess there's expansion. I think Seattle might be getting something. Steelers are cool. They are cool. They are really cool. They're the best. Maybe not the last 9 years, but they are the best. Opening day. It is coming. It is coming. Wednesday night. Giants, Yankees. Do a great job. Thank you, KG. I try. That's what I go for. That's what I'm trying to do. All right, let's see here. What do we have in the other scores? Again, there's 2 other games happening. We got, again, UConn, UCLA still at the half, 38-33 UConn with the lead. And then Alabama 16, Texas Tech 9. That is what's going on in the first half over there. Pardon my voice. Baby is guard, nice. You want new subscribers? Don't scare him off. This guy. Yeah. Green Bay Packers. A lot of Packers fans on the channel because I covered a lot of Brewers towards the end of last year. Of course, it's mostly Pirates, but Brewers were featured a lot, and then the Packers fans all came because of that. Yeah, Packers games were done a lot, as that one is made by Krivas. We're back in action. He's a 78% free throw shooter. Pretty good. Again, if he makes another, this would make it a 3-bucket game, and that, of course, would be a problem for the Aggies, but still plenty of time. As there's the second. That one is good. Patriots. We got some Patriots fans. Yin he's a big Patriot fan. Jim's a big Patriot fan. We got a lot of Patriot fans here. As Allen's with it on the far side again, down by 7. Allen driving inside, bounce pass inside to Clark, puts it up, can't get it, and it's rebounded by Arizona. Oh, they needed that one. As Barry's taking it down again, going right to left. He's stopping and chilling like a villain at the logo, and now they're going to call a foul. Foul there on Elamine. I don't know what he really did. I guess I'd have to see it. No idea what happened there. Clark, yeah, he needed it. And again, there's a lot of contact. It's just so random. That's what I don't really like about going to the rim. You blow it sometimes and you don't do it. So again, Krivas going to go to the line. He is a 78% free throw shooter. Made both of them earlier. As there is the release. That one is good. 69-61. Good time to say hi. How's it going, Drago? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Packers only. Yep, by the fans. Yep. Yep, Packers are pretty cool. Pretty neat. They're the Steelers of the NFC. That's how I see them. As, again, Krivas set the line to make it a 9-point game. Releases. That one's good. 70-61. Utah State needs a bucket right now. Here's Allen with it. 3 minutes and counting. Allen at the logo. Bounce pass over to the near side. Collins for three. That's good. And it's a 2-bucket game. 70-64. And we'll see what Arizona answers with us. Here is Berries. Berries on the far side going right to left. 2:40 and counting. As Bradley now with it on the near side. Element on defense. Bradley heavily guarded by Element. Again, such a tall, lanky player. Bradley with it, just chilling. 7 seconds to go. Driving inside, kicks it out to Berries. Berries going inside. 3 seconds. Jacks up a three. Drains it from way downtown. Unbelievable. Back to a 9-point game. Utah State with it, 2:10 and counting. Here's Allen at the logo. That was a killer. Allen going to the far side, and they're going to call a timeout. 2:02 left to go in this one. Arizona looking like they may be advancing as they are again up by 9 with just over 2 minutes in regulation. 500,000 fans. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. Would be pretty crazy. Utah State didn't play the whole game like this. Yeah, it's a bummer. Bummer there for the Aggie fans. But it's been fun. It's been a good game. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe before you go today. Again, it is free to do so. Think of it more as a follow, like on X or on Instagram or on Facebook. I don't really know. Wherever you social media. Think of it more as a follow, not a subscription. It's just more sports on your sports feed. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. This one has been a fun one. It really has been. Utah State battling back in the second half, but might be a little too late. We'll see. I don't know. We shall. All right, but we are back again. Utah State needs something. Allen going to be inbounding for the Aggies as he finds Collins. Collins for three. Too short. Rebounded by Arizona. Pete now with it. Pete finding Bradley. Bradley on the near side. Finding Berries. And that was a killer. Again, a 9-point game. As Berries just chilling at the logo. 15 left to shoot. 1:40 and counting. Berries making his way in. Kicks it out to Karshenkov. He's driving in. Kicks it out to Bradley. 7 left to shoot. Bradley driving in. Fade away. Oh, loses the ball, but then puts it up anyway and taken away by Templin. Templin to Allen. Allen on the near side. Allen kicks it out to Falslev for three. That's short and rebounded by Berries. Berries on the far side. Trying to play some defense. Going to go up, and he is fouled as he was hugging the sideline. 1:13 left to go. And this is not looking good for the Aggies. Last game of the weekend. There's 2 more games going on right now. But yeah, last game for me. I'm done. I am so tired. Let's see. Hey, Trisk. Ernie Stotner. Is it like number 70 then? I'm not too sure. Appreciate y'all Ultimate for tuning in. Good luck. Good luck with your return to YouTube. So Berries again is an 81% free throw shooter, as there's a little bit of a delay here all of a sudden. Don't know why. Alabama up 20-9 over Texas Tech. Now looking good for the Red Raiders. Not looking good. So again, still a delay here. Don't know why. He delay on Dr. Delay, I guess. Hilarious. Just a long delay. Everyone's just standing around looking around. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. The refs thought it was a TV timeout or what. Refs coming back to communicate. It's like, look, we messed up. Now the referee's going to look at something. So I guess there will be a TV timeout potentially. Ref going to chat it up with Utah State. I don't know. So we're back in action there in the UConn game. UConn 38, UCLA 37. That is happening over there. Keep rolling, Alabama. Hello, Randy. My wife and I are watching the 1986 version of the North and South miniseries. Nice. St. John's was amazing. They were pretty good. That was a fun game. I mean, I don't know if really anyone was really good in that game, to be honest. But it was a fun game. It was a fun one to call. And appreciate you, Hollywood, for tuning in. Go Wildcats. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, again, we are finally back in action after all that nonsense as Barry's releases the first, and that is no good. Too strong. Again, just makes one, then it's a 4-bucket game, and then it becomes really much a big problem if Utah State can't make anything on the next one. There's the second. That one is good. Vegas trying to... Yeah, that's probably what it is. So what are we supposed to do here? Oh, that's what it is. All right. Utah State with it on the far side. Collins driving inside. Pump fakes. Kicks it out to Alameen for 3. That's an air ball, and that goes out of bounds. And that is pretty much it. If I were a betting man, I would say this game is over. But Utah State won't give up. Pete going to go ahead and inbound it here again. They got to just secure the catch, secure the pass, and the catch beats. Oh, no, it's stolen away by Utah, but he runs out of bounds. Good effort there by Falslev. He stole it, but he couldn't quite keep himself from going out of bounds. Oh, man, good effort. Ref getting their bribe. Yeah, that's what it all is. All right, Pete going to inbound it again as he finds Karshenkov. Karshenkov getting embraced, and that is a foul. You can't do that. Not a basketball move, as Karshenkov will go to the line, and he is a 72% free throw shooter. Penguins may not... It's honestly a possibility. The GOAT. Yeah, not familiar with him, but appreciate you again for tuning in. Probably an Arizona Wildcat legend, if I had to guess. I would not know. Karshenkov, again, pretty good at the line. 72% free throw shooter. Believe it or not, hasn't gone to the line tonight, despite the many, many free throws the Wildcats have had. I'm not even kidding. They've had now 38 free throws. And, yeah. So that would be kind of my issue with the game, is that one team got a lot of free throws. The other team did not. As that one rolls in, it is 76-64. But more on that and the post-game wrap-up. As here is Allen on the near side again, going left to right. Allen looking around, just jacks up a 3. That's an air ball intercepted by Arizona. And here is Barry's. And that is pretty much the game as the Utah State coach goes to the bench. It is over, folks. Utah State just going to watch Arizona dribble this out potentially. At 35 seconds account, they have to at least shoot it or something. As Barry's driving inside in the lane, puts it up and gets the tip in. It is good. 78-64, 14-point game. Allen with it, driving to the hoop, hands it to Templin, slams it in. It's a 12-point game. And that is pretty much going to do it here, folks. We'll see what they do, and Utah State not going to press. That is your game, 78-66. Arizona moves on to the Sweet 16, where they will play Arkansas. So congratulations to Arizona, and of course, congratulations to Utah State on a really good year. Unable to get to 30 wins, but still a pretty neat one. Hood saying he's going with the Hogs, 39-40 UConn. Oh, man, it's a close one. That is definitely a close one. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, if you liked it, make sure to do it. Again, folks, football is really where the channel is at its best. So let me go over the stats real quick, and then I will catch you guys later. I'll redirect you guys somewhere else for more basketball coverage or hockey coverage. I don't know yet. Element with 6 points. Keller with 2 points. Falslev with 8 points. Allen with 11. Collins with 12. Templin with 5 points. Clark with 13. Perryman 4 points. King with 5. Again, only 11 free throws, and more on that in a sec. For Arizona, Karshenkov with 9 points. Pete with 14. Krivos with 11. Burries with 16. Bradley with 18. Aristode with 3 points. Owako with 4. Del Orso with 3. 39 free throw attempts for Arizona compared to 11 for Utah State. That is just a little odd. But, of course, Arizona had 54 rebounds. So there is also that. 54 rebounds to 26 for Utah State. That is just domination. Man, oh man. Again, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. You did call it by 12. That is crazy, Lee. Good stuff. Good stuff, Lee. I do remember that. Good stuff. But yeah, that's going to do it. Again, that was just a little bit odd about the free throws. Other than that, though, again, well-played game. Arizona deserved it. And again, they'll be playing Arkansas. Again, I don't know what games I'm going to be calling yet, folks, because they haven't released the schedule and the times. That Thursday, I can tell you I'm covering Pirates Mets, but of course that later that night I'll be covering other Sweet 16 games. And of course on Friday and Saturday and Sunday for the Elite Eight and all that good stuff. So thank you guys so much. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, if you're a football fan, that is where the channel is at its best. Look forward to seeing you with football season, but of course we still got 6 months to go. And I will be covering the NFL draft in day one. I'll be partnering with Rising Rhino. That should be fun. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for letting me call the game for you. Hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your night. And again, if you want more sports coverage, more coverage right now, I will redirect you guys to another stream. Catch you guys later. And good nights. And of course, if you want to go to UConn and UCLA, I'll be sure to put the link in the chat. Just make sure to let them know that the doc sent you. Peace.